What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and of course I have some new news for you concerning the long-going negotiations about Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn has went on record after the eruption he had last Saturday night. He did restate that if Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, if they make over 1 million pay-per-view buys, he will give him 50-50. Now that's lenient. That's actually that's giving him a lot more, because as of right now it's 35-65 in favor of Joshua, which, you know, that's even, because if you consider that, you know, a non-pay-per-view attraction fighter, a PVC fighter, because that's what he fought on free TV. He just fought his first marquee name, which was Luis Ortiz. He's just fresh and green in every way. So 35-65 is reasonable, you know. And if he mess around and make 1 million pay-per-view buys, that'll be his late birthday present, you know, because, you know, today is his birthday. People forget. And then, you know, I still haven't heard anything from any other channel saying, hey, you know, happy birthday, Deontay Wilder. But I guess that would be his present from the man that he calls the slave, the man that runs his fighters like a plantation. You know, that would be his gift from him, the one he can't stand, you know. So yeah, that's pretty lenient. And I'm really surprised to hear it, because after that last eruption from Eddie Hearn, I thought, oh, okay, this ain't going to last long. Eddie's going to get tired of people asking him about it, and then he's just really going to just, you know, it's kind of like if you ask Bob Arum about Manny Pacquiao and Broner, and he just walks off. I thought that would be that same reaction from Eddie Hearn. You know, but he did, you know, say, hey, I will give him 50-50, you know, if he makes over 1 million pay-per-view buys, you know. And at that time, see, if it messes around and makes 1 million pay-per-view buys, then you have to take an ability. It's not the amount of people that's going to see it. That has nothing to do with the amount of pay-per-view buys, sadly, because you have, again, Fire Stick, pirate websites that watch it illegally, people throwing it on Facebook, and people are trying to stream it from Facebook, you know, and putting the TV up to the screen, and all these other different tactics on how to watch the fight without paying for it. Okay, so when you take account of all that, mind you, all that, it might do. Man, I don't know. I really don't know, because 1 million pay-per-view buys is about what Canelo Alvarez and Triple G Part 2 did, and these are two marquee fighters that have fought on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? You know, Golovkin was no stranger to pay-per-view before Canelo. You know, he fought David Lemieux on a Canelo card, on his own pay-per-view card. You know. Deontay Wilder's, you know, a new kid on the block. A lot of people in America don't know who Tyson Fury is. And Deontay Wilder, you know, he's just now stepping out of the cage. He's just now setting himself free. He's just now flying out of the cage door. So we don't know. It's very experimental. You know, but for 1 million pay-per-view buys, if he can create that, okay, and that sells that much, that would be good for Deontay Wilder, because, again, that's real lenient. That's really too lenient. Because if I'm Eddie Hearn, I know it's all business. You know, I know it's all business. But, you know, sometimes a person can smear your name in the mud, and, you know, it's a temptation to get vindictive in there. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I ain't giving this clown nothing, because he's been talking all this smack, calling me a slave master and all this shit. You know what I mean? I'm not giving him 35, 40. How about $20 million? How about 18? You know what I mean? How about I give you 18% and we keep the rest, take it or leave it, something like that. But, you know, I mean, again, that is good for Deontay Wilder if he can create that. Now, if he doesn't, that's the thing. If he doesn't, what would the default number be? 2080? You know what I mean? But this still doesn't mean it's promising, but it doesn't really mean much. You know, because this is what Eddie Hearn said. They've been the ones drawing the contracts. They've been the ones trying to negotiate. They've been the ones that's trying to make this thing happen. So, yeah, it would be great if he made over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But if he did, and Eddie Hearn was going to offer him 50-50 split, and some dumbass reason, any reason, Deontay Wilder or Shelly Finkel or anybody over there on Team Wilder, if they have any kind of problem with taking 50-50, they are ducking and they do not want the fight. Period. You know what I mean? That's why I hope it does do 1 million. Because then you could say, hey, we offered you 50-50. After you said you want 60-40. But we offered you 50-50. You made 1 million pay-per-view buys. You're showing your marquee value. Your name has risen, you know, for whatever reason, right? Your name, your profile, your marketability has risen. And you have successfully made over 1 million pay-per-view buys. Therefore, we're going to grant you the 50-50 of what you asked for primarily. And if he says no for any other reason, he starts talking that slave master mumbo jumbo, or I'm on, you know, his fighter's like a plantation. I don't mess with Eddie Hearn. You cannot say no one wants to fight but you. You just don't want to fight. That's it. Then we can close the book on the big debate, you know, the big controversy on who wanted to fight, who was ducking the fight. We know what we need to know at that point. You know what I mean? So throw the whole shit burden on Wilder. If Wilder's camp have any problems with not taking 50-50, if they say something like, oh, I don't want to fight in the UK, you're ducking. Oh, I don't want to deal with Eddie Hearn, you're ducking. Oh, man, I think that this should be this time, you're ducking. You know where it's going to be. It's going to be in the UK. It's going to be at Wembley. It's going to be on the 13th. You got the date. You got the venue. You got your 50-50. There is no reason that you should not take that deal. If he doesn't take the deal, all you Wilder fans out there, don't say shit. Everybody from Boxing Ego to Dante's Boxing Nation to all the LDBC guys and videos and channels out there, don't say shit, because it doesn't matter after that. So he can take that money that he's made with Tyson Fury and go retire somewhere on some island, because nobody doesn't want to hear excuses after excuses after excuses why this fight can't get made after negotiation after negotiation after the negotiation has taken place. It does make no sense. There's no reason for people to dig no farther into it, and it'll be over. And that's it. But anyway, happy birthday to Deontay Wilder. Congratulations to Eddie Hearn for, again, trying to make a deal or a proposal, you know, due to certain circumstances. You guys tell me what you think about this proposal. Please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.